you told me 1 year ago that I would become a millionaire, I would have laughed in your face. I was broke, drowning in debt, and sleeping in a rented room the size of a closet. But this is the story of how one decision, one stupid, desperate decision, changed my entire life. Rock bottom. My name's Michael. I was 29, living in Orlando, Florida. My life? A slow-motion collapse. I worked in a big-box electronics store, the kind where the air smells like cheap plastic and anxiety. I made $2,300 a month, but paid $1,200 for rent and $450 for debt payments. My credit card debt was $18,240. My savings? Basically a joke. $76. Every night I came home to the same tiny room. Bed, 2 steps, kitchen. Kitchen, 1 step, bathroom door. It felt like a cage. And worst of all, I wasn't trapped by the room. I was trapped by myself. The stranger at the cafe. One evening, I went to a small cafe near my place, trying to update my resume so I could escape the store. While typing, I noticed a man sitting across the room. Not flashy, not loud, but expensive. Perfect suit, Rolex, a face that had seen too many wins and too many losses. He caught my eye and asked, "Rough day?" I said, "Rough year." He laughed, but not in a mocking way. Then he said something I'll never forget. "Sometimes life puts you through hell just to see if you'll crawl or stand up." That line stuck with me more than I expected. His name was Dylan. He wasn't a guru or crypto bro. He bought commercial spaces, fixed them up cheap, rented or flipped them. No magic, no secret formula, just work. He told me, "I need a partner, someone who get their hands dirty, someone hungry." Then he laid the real offer. He teaches me the business, I do the manual work. We split profits 50-50. It sounded insane. Why would a millionaire want me? I thought, must be a scam. But then I remembered, I had nothing to lose. So I took a $9,000 loan. A terrifying, stupid, desperate move. And the best decision of my life. The first property. Pure nightmare. We bought an old warehouse. From the outside, looked like the set of a zombie movie. Inside, mold on every wall, rust everywhere, broken windows, dead insects, the smell that stuck to your clothes. I looked at Dylan like, are we flipping this or burying it? But he said, if you can't see value where others see trash, you'll never get rich. We worked 16 hours a day for 3 weeks, removing mold, fixing pipes, painting every inch, installing cheap LED lighting, cleaning until my hands bled. The place looked amazing when we finished. And then, nobody wanted it. Not one call. My stomach dropped. The panic felt physical. I told Dylan, we failed. This was a mistake. I'm done. He shook his head calmly. Millionaires aren't made when they succeed. They're made when they refuse to quit after failing. The moment everything changed. A week later, a girl named Emily walked in. She was a photographer running a small business from home. She didn't need an office. She needed space. Big, clean, bright. Our warehouse was perfect. She said, I'll take it. 3 months up front. That was the moment I felt the shift, like the universe whispered, "See? Keep going." The run. Project after project. Then came the second building. Then the third. Then the sixth. We didn't buy fancy buildings. We bought problems and turned them into profit. An old tailor shop turned into a yoga studio. A dentist's office, repainted, relit, rented to a therapist. A storage unit turned into a shipping hub for an online seller. A dead salon flipped to a beauty academy. I learned construction. I learned negotiation. I learned how to talk to people and how to understand their business needs. I changed physically, mentally, emotionally. I wasn't a loser anymore. I was becoming someone I never thought I could be. The first sale earned me $52,000. The fourth sale earned me $267,000. And every time I checked my account, I felt like I was dreaming. The day it happened. 12 months after meeting Dylan, I opened my banking app. $1,008,420. I stared at the number for a long time, refreshed the page 3 times, cried a little, laughed a lot, and then I realized it wasn't the money that made me different. It was the person who was willing to bet on himself when life was at its worst. What I learned. 1. Money is not the goal. Freedom is. 2. Failure hurts, but quitting kills dreams. 3. Wealth isn't about intelligence. It's about consistency. 4. Opportunities hide inside ugly, unwanted things. If you're listening to this, your life can change in one decision, just like mine.